Hi, this is Eddie Shore, and I'm going to explain to you the derivation of the quadratic formula. Here in line 1, we have the general quadratic equation. A times x squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And our goal is to find the solution to the above equation, otherwise solve for x. Now, in a general quadratic equation, we usually have two solutions to this equation. We're going to assume here that a is not equal to 0. Our first step is to divide all the terms in line 1 by a and subtract c over a from both sides. After, we'll get what we have in line 2, which is x squared plus b over a times x is equal to negative c over a. Now we need to find a term, let's call it mu, which makes this left side here, x squared plus b over a times mu squared, a perfect square. We can rewrite this as this here, the quantity of x plus mu squared. This is known as completing the square. We're going to let mu equal to b over 2 times a. Then mu squared is equal to b squared over 4a squared. And we're going to add this squared term to both sides of line 2. And you'll see the benefit of adding that term in just a moment. Adding b squared over 4a squared to both sides, and we'll get what we have in line 3. Now note, in line 3 we have a perfect square now on the left side of the equation, so we can simplify this to x plus b over 2a, and that quantity is going to be squared. On the right side, it's just a matter of adding fractions. With some simplifying, we come up here on the right side, as you see in line 5, b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. The next step is to take the square root of both sides. Generally, if you take the square root of a number, say x, you're going to come up with another number, say y. Let's say y squared is equal to x. Well, it's possible that y can be positive. You can have positive y and negative y. Why is that? If you have positive y times positive y, that is positive y squared, and that would be x. Same thing, if you had negative y times negative y, you're going to get y squared again, and that will be equal to your original x. So that's why we have the plus or minus on here, because we recognize that there are two possible answers when you take the square root of a number. In practice, we take the positive root, but here we want two solutions, so that's, we're going to retain the plus or minus here. So we have x plus b over 2a equal to plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Note here that we can simplify the denominator by recognizing that the square root of 4a squared is equal to 2a. We can now solve for x, and x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2 times a. And this is the famous quadratic formula. Thank you very much. I hope you find this video helpful.